Okay, hello guys. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to just create a simple login and sign up page. This is for beginners, by the way. And then next I'll show you how to link these pages to a MySQL database. So we shall write every single line, no copy pasting, we just write line after the other. So we basically write a simple HTML. So you can see I have it here, login.html. So we can start writing the code. We write every single line. This is for beginners, it's for practice purpose. Okay, so no copy pasting. So the first line is doc type HTML. This is to tell the browser that we are using HTML5. Then of course we come to HTML tag language. I will use English. Close that tag. Next, the next tag is the head. And of course, inside the head tag we have other tags like meta, where we give the metadata, just set equal to UTF-8 we have another meta tag, meta name equal to viewport. The next attribute is content equal to the width of the device, width equal to device width. Then insert scale equal to 1.0. So we are basically setting up the display size for different screen sizes. Then we can put the title tag though, so we can have the title. So let's name it login page. Just do this login / page, no problem. So that's all for the basic page. We can just have that. At advanced level, we can add other stuffs like the style. You can add the CSS. Then under the head tag, of course, we have the body. Yes, this way now we write everything that we want to display. We shall write inside the body. So since we want to write a login form and a register form. So inside this body, so we can decide, first of all, we shall have a header for this page. We can have a header, and inside this header we can, I think we can have a logo on the left side. So we create a div. So we have created a header. So the header tag created the header section. So, and we want to create a subdivision inside the header. So the first division, we can put a division of the logo. So division class, give it logo. You can just use the name logo, and then we close. So inside this we can so like, if for example you have your own logo, you can use the image tag to link your logo to this. So you can have this image, then the CSS attribute, then the path to your so your path, say path to your logo dot. So it can be any format of the picture. Then we'll close that tag. Can as well give an alternative. This is very important, by the way. Alternative. So you give the name. This will be your logo. Your logo, something like that. This alternative attribute. Then you can close this tag, and then what else? So you can think of anything that you want to put in your header. So you can have the logo on the left. What else you can? So down here you can put anything. So let me just put a comment there. You can put a navigation bar, navigation bar, for example. So these will be some work of another day, so I won't just explain them today. So for today, let's just have the logo. So there's our header. Then we can put a comment and put a comment, say our main section comes in here. Our main section comes in here. So we can use the main tag, though still it's not a must. You can just continue, you can just use the form tag, but for me, okay, let's separate the header, then we come to the main section. So let's use the main tag, though it's not necessary. You can still write without using it. So inside this, let's create our form now. Let's create the form now. So a form, of course, we have the action, but of course this one you can just leave it empty. This is where you put any processing, let's say this processing backend file, something like that. And of course we have the method will be post, something like that. However, for the purpose of this, just basic beginner form, you don't need it. Just I'm showing you what will be required next time. The action is the processing backend file. The method is post. Okay, now so we can start creating our labels. So of course, so these are login page. This is a login form. Sorry. So we can have something like a field like the username. So label can have label for, remember we are using HTML5, so just label for name, then let's say the first name, something like that. So we create the label, then we create the input field for the name. So input type, the name will be of text type, text, ID, name. So the ID is very important because you need the ID for backend purposes, or for JavaScript if you want to link the file, if you want to manipulate this the field with JavaScript. So you need the ID name. Of course, name equal to name, then that's it. You can have, since this HTML5 can have required, but it's not a must. Yeah, they just to tell the user that this field is a must. You must fill this field. Okay, the next label can have label for so we have username. Next we can have an email. Yeah, something like an email, something like that. Email. Yeah, we go to the input field, input type. The type is will be email. Type is email. Email. ID. Email. Name. Email. Required. Okay, let's close that. What else? Password. So let's create a label for password, label for password, label name, password, something like that. Okay. Then I will show you something. Just we shall put the line breaks later. So input type, password, name or ID. Let's say that you can start whichever. Password, name, password. You need a lot of things here required. This is something for beginners, so you don't need, of course we need to have the submit button down here. So use the button tag, type, say submit. The tab is submit. So, and you can say, what should we call this one? Let's make it signup, because we have the 3 fields. Let's have sign up button. Then the next form we shall create for login. And that's all. So we can save this file. can save this file. Let's save it. I'm seeing a highlight here. What's happening? Don't think we have an error. So save, and of course let's run this. I'm using a VS Code, so we have an extension here. Let's use Chrome and run this file. Let's see what's happening. Let's see the output of this file. And of course it's good if you get some errors, because we'll know what is the problem. So you can see your logo is on the left. So if you put a real logo, it will appear here. And of course this one is this one, which I didn't want to use. So let's off. Okay. Are you seeing this? Save the changes and let's refresh. So yeah, we have a typo here. Your name. How did we type this? Your name. Whoa, this is ridiculous. Your name. Save. Refresh. So you can see we have the fields here: name, email, password, sign up. Yeah, are you seeing this? If you try to sign up without entering anything, so this, please fill out this field because of this. Let me just call it a keyword, because this is just a program. So this is like a keyword. So it gives the condition. These are required field. Now, so you can see how this is displayed. It's not very appealing. It's not conventional. So we can put some line breaks. So let's put some line breaks. So this label will be beside the input field. So let's have a break here. This label will be beside this input field, so we just need the line break here. Similarly, this one with the last. Okay, still can do that, and we can do another. Let's do double breaking so that the submit button gets 2 space lower. Let's save this. Let's refresh the page. So you can see we have them aligned this way. So have the input, so I have to fill something like name, email, name at gmail.com, password, name, something like that, and sign up. So you can see it redirects us to processing backend file. Yeah, because I told you this will be the backend file that will process the submission. Yeah, it will process the capturing of this information. So something like that. So let me just remove it so that we won't be redirected to that form or to that page upon submission. So anything. Let's submit. Okay, didn't save this. Save and refresh the page. However, this one is not available, so it won't. So this one was name of Gmail. You can put anything here, and let's sign up so you can see we are not redirected anywhere. So that's it, as simple as that. You can see we have the form, sign up. So next we can have the login. So I think so. I don't think if that is very necessary. So this is what I will do. Okay. So this was a sign up. So for the login to just be the same, and maybe the login form on the login page we don't need the name. We don't need the name. So just delete this. You can paste the exact. So let's do it. So let's do it. Control A. Let's copy it, and let's stop this. Let's have a new file to be HTML. Since I had that one, it was login, so let me call this sign up. So it kind of exchange the file names, but it's just for demonstrating purposes. So sign.html, let's save that file, let's create that file, and let's paste this code right here. Okay, then down here, instead of sign up, we're going to have login. Then we are going to delete the first field. That is the name. Let's delete it. So we only have the email and password, and have the submit button. At this point, we can redirect. No, this one is very okay. Just save it. Then the previous file we can redirect to the second file, which I have called it sign.html, so that once somebody signed up, they are redirected to the login, simple as that. However, I have just created these files randomly. They are not saved in the same directory, so there might be an issue with that. So let's run this file, because we will be redirected to a file that is not available anywhere close. This so you can see here we have it, and we wanted to be redirected to okay, so this is the login. So suppose this is it. Login. So that's very okay. Let's come to this file. 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 So I wanted this file. Once we are logged in, we get directed to the once we are signed up, we get directed to the login page. So you see, I'm being redirected to the login page. After signing up, I'm being directed to the login page. Now I can be able to log in. So it is that simple. So next we are going to style it with the CSS. Okay, this was just for, so up here we can have can add something like this, a link, and I start with the type is style sheet. Sorry, this is the this is the type, and what is that? This is relationship. Oh, this is the relationship, right? Then type would be text, CSS, and then we give the hyperreference. Hyperreference will be how we have named our file. So conventional is style.css, something like that. So later on we can create this styles file. So let's do this. Okay, let's just copy paste this one. Let's copy it and paste down here. And then let's save these changes. Save. Can save this one. So let's look at this. So what do we have here? We have the board. Okay, we have the header. So we have the board, the header, we have the log, we have so I just want us to have the rough idea of how we're going to write our CSS. So let's just write a very simple very simple CSS. Select the language, right? Okay, let's save it. Save as. Want to save style .css, something like that. So let's go back to our files. So what do you need? We have the body right here, we have the header, we have IDs. I don't think so. This just a very basic stuff, so we don't need to go to the IDs. We don't need much styling, so so let's start with the board, of course, or we can just start with everything. So we can just start with everything. We starting everything, like we offset everything, so padding. So we ensure everything is set at initial. So when we come down here, let's have the board now. The next in hierarchy after everything is the body. So we can think of anything as per our files here. We can think of anything as per our file. Something like what do we want our board to look like? So we shall be visualizing everything as we write. So let's just do this. For example, I will start with the obvious one, font family, but this one won't get. So let's choose a font that will somehow this one is too common. Which font here can we use that will at least show some kind of style. What? Let me go with this one. Then I will add, let's also go for the background. The background color, let's just use something like, what can we have here? Something that at least will make a difference. Let me go with, okay, let me just use blue. Let me save this. Let's go to this file. Let's run this file. Let's run this, something like that. Okay, let's go back here, not here, but so let me choose something like brown. Let me have this. Let's have that one. Okay, that's still good. So what else can we do with the board? What else can we do with the board? What else can we do with this board, for example? Remember, it's just basic stuff, so we don't need to go in too much styling. I think that's enough. Okay, maybe display. About the display. What about display? Display. Yeah. Block. Flex. I can. Okay, let me go with this. But just experimenting. So, how about this? No, not good. It's not good. So I think block is conventional for this. Save this one. Let's refresh. Anyway, so let's go to the next. The next will be the header. Next will be the header. So let's have the header right here. The header, we shall give it a background color. This one, want it gray. I want this one gray. I want it gray. And then I can give it a padding. Give it a padding top of 20 pixels. Save it. Something like that. What else can we do for the header? I think that's just enough for basic stuff. That's enough. So you can go to the next element. The next element, just visualize our our form. So header, we can go direct to there. We can just go direct to our form. I think we can go direct to our form. Yeah. So let's go to the form. So form, first of all, let's give it a width. Let's give it a width of, let's give it a width of 100%, so that it will be covering the entire, available area. Okay, I think it's changing. So that one you can't see the real change. So let's give it a box shadow. I think it's good to give it a box shadow of, let's give a box shadow of, give it some box shadow. Wait, want that. Box shadow. I have this. Not GPA. Zero. B 0.5. What can I have here? Something like that. Anything that's red. Sorry, don't want that. What about having something here? That's not very interesting. Okay, just for the purpose of demonstration. What's happening? Okay, I think